Hello, all my chickadees. Welcome back. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Magenta. Um, Last time we did reach an ending last time, and oh my god, things got crazy. Oh my god. If you haven't seen it, it is up on my channel. This is part 6. I think we're getting close to the end. Maybe. There is a lot of endings, so this will not be the last episode, but maybe we'll reach an ending again. Okay, buckle up, Buttercup, grab a plushie, snuggle up. We're gonna dive on in and see what our boy Zoo has in store with us this week. Alright. That's where we were? Yeah. Wait, what's going on? A lot of missed calls and messages from my friends. Okay, so we need to either call Tiller, Marcy, or Zivil. Zivil would know what was going on, wouldn't? Because they're a cop. I guess we can only pick one. I'm gonna call Zivil. Cause I know Marcy would know what was going on, but I'm gonna call Zivil because Zivil's probably working on stuff. Zivil. Are you okay? You were at the festival, right? Yes, I'm fine. My companions are too. Good. We finished sweeping the area. There's something you wanted to ask? Yeah. I sighed heavily and pressed the phone to my ear harder, biting my lip nervously. Listen, this is... I don't even know if I should say anything. Civil, Zoo is an illegal android. I say bluntly. I don't have a choice. Oh. And I made him myself. Oh. Years ago. And one of the androids at the festival found out about it and stalked us. Uh-huh. What a lot of adventures you two can have. Please, just don't hurt Zoo. I don't know what else to ask for help. Or who else to ask for help. I'll do anything you ask. Calm down. I had some suspicion about your little couple, but I didn't think things were so unusual. Don't worry, I have no reason to harm you two. Really? But you're from FC. Yeah. Perhaps I'm not acting entirely professionally, though the FC doesn't care much about the production of illegal androids anyway. I mean, if they're created in good faith, we usually try to keep such things quiet. But some things do have to be dealt with by force. I think I know what you're talking about. But, Zivil, what are we supposed to do now? I'm at an absolute loss. I don't know what to do. And I can't even leave the house. Listen. Yeah? I can get you the code as a permanent solution. I know that a runaway option wouldn't satisfy that mind of yours. What? How? Please! Oh! Get a code so that he would be a legal android. Hell yeah, we want our boy to be legal. We don't want him to be, like, decommissioned or anything. But I'd like to ask you to help me with something. What do you say? Okay. Sure. When? Where? And how? Tomorrow. Anytime at station number 323. But earlier than at night, please. Okay, we'll come. I need to dress Zoo somehow to hide him. No need. The building is close to your house. Nothing will happen on your way here. Got it. We'll be there. Bye, Zivil. Thank you so much. Sure. The main thing is, don't worry. When we finish talking, I exhale and lie down on the bed, resting my face against the pillow. Zeus sinks down next to me and buries his face between my shoulder blades, making a sighing sound. I feel dirty. I need to wash up. Yeah, because isn't this, we came directly home from the festival? I really need to wash myself. After the recent events, I feel terribly dirty. Maybe it's all in my head, but I can physically feel a thick layer of filth covering me completely. Maybe I can just drown in the foam and not have to deal with all these problems. But I can't leave Zoo. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I need to clean myself up. Okay, let's go. He stands up and looks at me, waiting. Are you coming with us? I get up and grab a change of clothes. Afterwards, I open the bathroom door and see Zoo following behind me. You can wait on the bed, you know. No. Eh? Why? I need to protect you more. From warm water or soap? He clearly looks displeased. A long time ago, like a few years ago, I, got into a fight with someone. Let's not mention the reason. Let's just say they started this fight first. After that, Zoo didn't move a meter away from me for 2 months. I was doing my studies at the time, and he was not allowed in the institution, so he just stood outside and looked in the windows where he could see me. I then had to change my seat to a window seat because he really insisted on it. It was a little embarrassing, being made fun of, but okay, it was really nice that he cared about me so much. Maybe I'm a weirdo. He eventually calmed down, but for a long time he still asked me to text him every few hours while I'm away. Around the same time he got his first job. I was very proud of him. He got hired as a cashier at a music store. And then I made him take courses and enroll in correspondent courses at the university. People used to think that androids would be super smart, able to draw information inside their heads from any source. But the fear of some robot uprising or something forced people to limit the capabilities of artificial intelligence and bring them as close to human as possible. It would be weird to see a super genius androids walking the streets with regular people. In general, androids were originally created as a labor force that would understand any order at the human level. But then, the struggle for their rights began. They began to express emotions and so on. Sounds like a cool book plot. I think I've gotten pretty nostalgic. I just now think that after major events like the festival and the hospital, Zoo won't dare get off my back for a second. Not that I mind, but I'd at least like to be alone in the bathroom. He's just super, super worried. I mean, a lot of stuff happened at the festival. I don't blame him. I enter it slowly, peeking behind my back. Zoo walks in with me stubbornly, standing behind me silently. I guess I have no choice. It's calmer with him around. I sigh and start to undress, putting my clothes on the floor carelessly. Zoo, as caring as usual, takes it and puts it on a counter carefully. Let me help you. With what? I'll take a quick shower. I lower myself in the bathtub, shivering from the coldness of its, material. He shakes his head and bends to me. You deserve a full bath session. It will take so long to feel. I sigh grumpily, but let him turn on the water. The warmth of it tickles my feet and hips. Thanks. I feel absolutely normal while being fully naked around him, though sometimes it makes me feel tingly. Zoo adjusts the temperatures of the water and lowers himself on the floor, looking at me silently. The more time passes, the more human-like he becomes. His gestures, words. I always knew he's the closest thing to a human. Oh, look at our baby. He's just trying to take care of us. He glances at me without stopping, clearly thinking about something deeply. Are you okay? I am. Thank you. I nod thoughtfully and look at my feet aloofly. The water level rises and soon the bathtub is full. Sleep will wait anyway. Zoo turns off the water and returns to his place, observing my face. I will wash you. I can do that myself, you know. You're really tired. Please, stop being so stubborn. You're the stubborn one here, I say, but don't argue further, relaxing into the water and closing my eyes. Soon, I feel his careful hands starting to work on my body. Hope I won't fall asleep from that. He uses a loofah and some random berry-scented shower gel I bought a century ago and start it with my hands. His touch is really gentle, but firm enough to wash away any dirt. I feel myself really sleepy as he does so. My wrists, shoulders, stomach, back, everything is praised and worshipped. His knuckles massage my muscles sometimes, making me sink lower in the bath and turning into a pink puddle. Soon he reaches my hips, rubs them with the loofah tenderly. I almost purr like a cat, feeling myself loved fully from head to toe. And everything is all right. Until he slips his fingers between my thighs. Boy! Boy! I jolt and open my eyes immediately, staring at him. I can wash there by myself. Rest, he says and puts the loofah aside, starting to rub me there carefully, washing. Boy! My mouth opens slightly as I keep staring at him in shock. Shit. I curl my toes and shift my gaze somewhere random, my knees pressed together involuntarily. Zoo? What? That's I let out a muffled whimper as he does a thing he shouldn't do and pull back, hitting the wall of the bathtub with my back with a loud thud. That's enough! Thank you! Move on to something else. He nods slowly, observing my reaction for some seconds before moving to my feet. Oh God, boy! We don't need to be watched that thoroughly. Oh no, we had a moment. We had a straight up moment. I think we're wide awake now. We are very wide awake. We are definitely wide awake now. I think we can handle that area. Oh God, that's so funny. That's so funny. I let out a shaky breath, gripping the edge of the bathtub tightly. Oh. I tilt my head back in desperation, knowing there's only one bad thing. I want more. We tasted blood and I want more. Like, I wonder, how would that work? How would that work? I mean, I'm curious. Well, at least I don't want to sleep anymore. I step out of the bathtub, my wet feet staining the floor with water. Zoo immediately wipes me dry with a soft towel, making sure to reach everywhere he can. I feel really, really weird. I get dressed in fresh clothes and go to my bed quickly. I sit and exhale heavily. Damn it! I will think about it for ages. I can't sleep. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, but sleep is not in one eye. I've been lying with my eyes closed for some time now, but nothing happens. Zoo is lying next to me, not taking his eyes off me. He's turned my phone off and put it somewhere so I won't be distracted by it. He strokes my palm gently, and it's really soothing, but it doesn't help me sleep. Zoo moves closer to me and climbs on top of me, looking me truthfully in the eyes. I will always protect you. Please don't worry. That is not what's on our mind at the moment, Zuzu. I'm more worried about you. As long as you're with me, everything will be fine. I believe you. Thank you. A few more hours go by. The sky outside is already foggy and bright. The city's starting to wake up. I still haven't been able to fall asleep. Zoo tried every possible method of falling asleep, but he still couldn't make me fall asleep for real. I sigh tiredly and start to get dressed. I've stopped losing my clothes, so I have no problem throwing on something more or less warm and heading down the elevator to Zoo. We stopped losing the clothes because Zoo's been staying with us, so he hasn't been kidnapping the clothes. That's why we haven't lost clothes in a while. Our neighborhood is pretty quiet today. I've had a chance to see the city early in the morning before, despite my sleep schedule, but it's never been this quiet before. The city itself seems to be frozen in fear and anticipation. I'm not quite sure where we're going, but Zoo seems to already know the way. He's holding my hand tightly and looking aggressively at every passerby we meet. Down, boy. It's okay. He probably, while he was trying to get us to sleep, he probably, was looking up, directions. Or he just already knows where Zivil works. Zoo's got me dressed warmer again. The last few days have really been windy and cold at times, even though the weather has been relatively warm for the duration of the festival. So quiet. So few people. Not even pigeons around. Not a single street animal. The drive to the allotment wasn't too long. It's really close to my house, so I'm not surprised that Zivil went smoking to the back alley near our block of apartments. Maybe they even live near me. Who knows? We go inside. I didn't realize I had so much tension until we opened the door. We are greeted by a relatively modern-looking FC station, the girl guard looking at us questioningly. Purpose of the visit? Are you invited? I'm already opening my mouth to answer, but I'm suddenly interrupted. Yep, they're invited. Let me through, Cherry. The girl shrugs indifferently and activates the mechanism that opens the door for us. It really is safe here. A familiar person approaches us. Pensive and absorbed in the papers in their hands, two people approach us. Zivil! And hello! Hello! Hey, buddy! How are you? You look so tired. Hi! Who's your friend, Zivil? One of them is Zivil, which is pretty much obvious. I immediately feel a rush of relief, which soon, however, becomes overshadowed by anxiety. The skinny and dejected girl next to Zivil blinks in our direction, then sighs heavily, directing her gaze back to the pile of papers. Good morning, Zivil mumbles to herself, still absorbed in her work. Come with me to my office, you two. Okay, you can handle the report alone? The exhausted girl slowly shifts her gaze to Zivil and becomes even more miserable. I guess, like I have a choice. A Covey? That's an interesting name. Well, Zivil doesn't finish the phrase and shrugs distantly, then looks at us again. Follow me. The girl, a Covey, walks over to the guard and rests her forehead against the glass in exhaustion. Oh no, I think she needs a nap. Zeus squeezes my hand with frightening strength and pulls me following Zivil, which keeps the distance and prevents us from approaching each other. The corridor looks rather old-fashioned, especially when you look closely at the dilapidated furniture and peeling plaster walls. Modern, what can I say? Zivil looks very pensive, aloof actually, as they always do, but this time even more so than usual. Well, this is not a good situation. Quickly, they pull the two of us into a small office. A huge desk with piles of papers, empty food wrappers, and other junk takes up most of the room. It seems to be a two-person office. At least I think so, because of the two old-fashioned computers that stand on different parts of the desk. Don't squeeze your, friend like that, Zoo. It's enough already. No need to break Sparrow's arm. Yeah, please don't. Zivil mutters something under their breath, and then they finally turn to us. Yep, some tough situation you got here. How are you feeling? Sparrow is going through a rough patch. Very tired and probably sad. Got it. That's better than bad. I'd love to chat with you more because I don't meet couples like yours every day. But there's no time at all. There's some crappy mess going on. It needs to be resolved as soon as possible. The roots of the problem run very deep. Hell, I don't even know what I'm gonna have to deal with. Everyone's tired, everyone's frustrated and confused. So I need some help. Since we have an exchange, here's your part of the bargain. You need to go to a certain event. Yes, an interesting event will help Sparrow unwind and become joyful again. That's a good idea. Well, not really, but you could say that. Today you can play spies. The City Museum is hosting an exhibit, event, whatever, honoring the friendship between androids and humans. Take it any way you want, but it exists. Now that sounds dangerous. If there's a hunt for illegal androids now, an android-related event like this comes with a huge risk of danger. Yes, I think so too. But there will be our agents among the crowd, so don't worry about safety. What is our assignment? Zoo's not even letting us speak. This isn't the first time Zoo has interrupted me. I don't think having a normal conversation will hurt me in any way, but if it makes him feel safer. I give his hand a gentle tug and raise an eyebrow. What are you doing, Zoo? Let me handle all this. You're still tired. I sigh heavily and blush a little, frowning and looking away just a second later. Just as I thought. He's gone into that defense mode again, or whatever this shit is. Pleasant and makes me all fuzzy, but damn, can I talk? Anyway, lovebirds, you need to listen to conversations, gather information. It's not a key point, but if you miss anything, it won't be too bad. But any snippets of conversation could be useful. The communication device in Zivil's pocket vibrates slightly and makes a sound, interrupting their words. I see. In a nutshell, you come, listen, and leave. It'll take a long time since you came so early. It means you'll spend the whole day there. What? I mean, okay, but why do they take so long to put on an exhibition? It's not really an expedition. More like a mini entertainment event with food, funny stuff, and great artwork about the relationship between androids and humanity. Yahoo. Oh yes, and the dress code is white. Optional, but highly desirable. There's no need to grab any more unnecessary attention. I don't think Zoo has white clothes. Is that clear? Yes. Uh-huh. Is that it? For now, yes. We'll figure out what to do later. If you need anything, call me. I prioritize your calls, so keep in mind I'm in touch. You too can bring someone with you. More ears, more information. Oh, how much are the tickets? I'll pay for your tickets, Sparrow. Zoo instantly exclaims and grabs my hand. Picture a cat's tail and ears on him. That'd be what I see every time he gets like that. No need, I'll pay for it all. You're going in there as our helpers. It's very, very cringe-worthy looking. Like, we're some random people, yet we're going to be your spies? Secret agents? If we were in a book, I'd have questions for our author. Is that a moment that, the characters are questioning the dev? I like it, though. It's fun, no? Our author seems to like putting us in shitty situations, but they're so interesting. I bet. Well, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let me walk you to the exit. Rules. Leading guests to the exit. Civil mutters something under their breath and unceremoniously walks past us and waves, beckoning us to leave the office. Your pink friend can stay in his, original appearance. You don't have to worry about providing him with white clothing. You can say the organizers like androids to be proud of their natures and all. Okay, so we don't have to hurry up and make, Zoo some clothes. Of course, that goes for models along the lines of your Zoo, with a morpho shell. So, in short, he can come naked and nothing will happen to him for it. Yeah, sort of. Wow. Okay. I mean, he walks naked all the time anyway. We're headed back to the main hall. It's still quiet and peaceful, aside from a Covey snoozing quietly on a random crappy couch. Oh, yay! She's getting a nap. Good for her. White dress code, a symbol of something pure and sincere. Anything you can think of. You need to listen. Be careful. Bye. A ton of quickly said words, brief pats on the shoulders, mumbling and muttering. And there they go. What's happening with Zivil? Such tension. Amazing. I hope nobody will die today. I mean, all the crap hit the fan at the festival the night before, so I'm sure they're like covered in stuff to do. A quick hour later, we arrived to the palace itself. The place itself. Our local cute museum, all clean and tidy. Now, I remember how it looked before, and I'm pretty impressed. Mechanism Agapus, that's the name of the event. Everything around is so white it kills my eyes. Oh, look at the baby! Oh. It was decided to give Zoo some pretty clothes, which we somehow found in my closet. A beauty god, huh? As for me, I took some random rags from my closet. Yeah, I know, I look like a top model. Don't envy me, please. Look, it looks like us. Zoo is looking at a large statue where an android and a human are touching each other's hands, as if sharing something intimate. Aw, yeah, that is us. Look, that's us too. I smile widely and point my finger at a medium-sized sculpture, also depicting an android and a human, who are frozen in a warm embrace. Oh, and this one! I move my finger to an abstract painting with a friendly contact of the same two pals. And I abruptly interrupt, jumping aside fearfully, causing Zoo to grab a random mop the janitor left nearby and thrust it forward as a defensive device. Oh my god. Wait a minute, let's read that again. I abruptly interrupt, jumping aside fearfully, causing Zoo to grab a random mop from the janitor left nearby and thrust it forward as a defensive device. I mean, you got to applaud his reflexes, okay? That is some serious reflexes there, Zuzu. That's funny, but what the hell is that? Hello? Are you okay? Standing before us, something that looks sort of human, but maybe not. A creature completely covered in white cloth, covered in some stains of paint as well. Zoo is already starting to raise the mop, but I grab the handle of the mop and stare at the persona interested, ignoring Zoo's exertions. Oh, I think it's some sort of staff. I've seen them before. They go back and forth and give instructions. Zoo incredulously gently snatched the mop from my hands and puts it down, but still holds it close. Good afternoon. What kind of uniform is that? I mean, it is like an art exhibit, but still, I feel sorry for them. They don't even have, like, eye places. A calm and soothing voice greets us. You should be more careful and make your presence known before you startle a visitor. I apologize. I didn't seem to have noticed you. That's no excuse. Did you want something? I tilt my head slightly to the side and examine the employee with palpable interest. What a cool idea of a costume! But why are they covered in paint? I should warn you that the next room is where our safe zone ends. After that, anyone can come up to you and leave some paint on you. What? Why? The employee, unmoving, continues to speak. The mechanical tone scares me a little, for some reason making me take a step back. A small wave of animal fear, worry maybe, travels through my body. As a place of friendship, love, and harmony, we strive to bring people together. Our dear organizers decided to introduce a little interactivity in the course of the exhibit. Anyone can use vats with different paints and leave their prints on the wall, floors, and other visitors. I look around and then notice paint stains in the next room. It looks like a murder scene. It's pretty original. Kids at daycare centers, schools, even adults at events often leave their fingerprints on posters as a symbol of togetherness and innocence, friendships and happiness. Do you want me to paint you from head to toe? I smile widely and look at Zoo, who instantly glows and nods. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Zoo would be into it. Yes. Sure. Can I leave my mark on you too? I'm all yours, Zoo. I proudly stick out my chest and put my arms at my side. Let's see who can get the most paint on who. Zoo's already leaning towards me, spreading his arms for a hug, but I grab his arm and drag him towards a safe zone boundary without even looking back at the weird employee. That explains why this person's covered in paint. I gotcha. That's kind of fun. Where are we going? Okay. Are we going to go to the main room or a big hallway with paintings? Well, I guess we can do it in the, I guess maybe it doesn't matter. Let's go to a big hallway with paintings. It was quite strange to see how the large corridor with paintings was almost completely covered with paint. Thankfully, all the paintings were covered with a special film. However, the paintings were still not visible behind the thin layer of paint. Okay, so all the actual things are safe. That's good to know. The heaps, really big crowds of people, especially children, makes me think it would be worth putting an age and amount limit on the passage. Because I'm not at all thrilled with a huge pile of kids just running around screaming, laughing, and messing up the walls and floors around me. I had already turned into a walking piece of paint. Every inch of my body felt like it was covered in rainbow-ish shit. It was pretty weird and funny to watch Zoo get angry every time I got paint on me. The composition is toxic to the skin. Prolonged exposure to that kind of paint is clearly not going to add to your health. You'll experience dry skin for the next few hours, and if you don't leave this narrow windowless room, you'll feel dizzy. After that, unconsciousness is possible, and I'm sure giving all the input that will happen in the next hour. And while our information gathering task is quite important, I will of course keep you company, but I keep insisting that our stay in the picture hall be limited to a maximum of 15 minutes, no more. Zoo leans over to me a little and wipes the fresh paint off my face, completely unfazed by the laughing, screaming, and talking around. He certainly realizes that everything that is going on is important to me, but his face tells me very vividly that he is already ready to take me under his armpit and carry me out of the stinking room right now. He would 100% do it. Please notify me of any discomfort. Dizziness is guaranteed, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if it turns out you feel it even sooner than I originally assumed. I nod at his every word, listening intently, yet my thoughts drift off somewhere now and then, clinging to dialogues around me. He gently adjusts my clothes and soon straightens up, pushing away some other kid who almost ran into me. I see some kind of cluster of people nearby, Sparrow. Where? I follow Zoo's indication with my gaze and hum thoughtfully. Oh my god. You look pristine. You don't have nothing on you. This looks like a little gremlin child, and I guess these employees are just like, yep. Oh gosh. A small child, perhaps separated from his parents or just walking around the building by their permission, is standing next to an old-fashioned dressed girl and two expedition workers. They are talking eagerly about something, and the child is clearly uninterested. It's worth a closer look. So our motley group approaches the people, and the three of us take a seat on a miraculously clean bench right next to them. Three of us? Three of us? There's only two of us. Hello? The girl looks vaguely familiar, yet I can't quite put my finger on where I've seen her. Where are your parents, boy? My mom says not to talk to strangers. The kid crosses his arms stubbornly across his chest, looking defiantly into the girl's eyes. Celestia. Okay, that name does sound familiar. Where did she come from? Let's get to know each other. My name is Celestia. What's yours? Despite the fact that the girl is clearly not burning with the desire to socialize, or even make contact with the child at all, she squeezes out a wiry, friendly smile. Mommy! Daddy! The child screams as is despite the girl, waving his arms. Some turn towards the sound, and soon several adults approach, looking at Celestia suspiciously. Girl, what are you doing? Step away from the child. She looks around nervously and then clenches her fists with anger, letting out a strained exhale, showing her true emotions. I just wanted to make friends with you, nothing more. Oh my god. She mutters and steps aside, crossing her arms over her chest. The two workers follow her in silence. The crowd dispersed and the child runs off on his own, laughing merrily and playing with the other children as if nothing had happened. Yep, that sounds about right. The child's just there to cause chaos. I wonder if she's like the one running the event. What an interesting effect. As soon as the child screamed Mommy and Daddy, everyone paid attention and came to the rescue. I nodded his words. It really is interesting, as if any parent would be willing to respond to any child's cry for help. Celestia walks past us, followed by the workers seating behind her. They stop not far from us, just where we were standing a short time ago. The girl sighs tiredly, checks her pockets, rustling some papers inside, and leans back against the wall to rest a bit. Squelch. Shit. Whoops, trapped like a fly, a person ruining a dress with paint. Zoo suddenly focuses on this mysterious company, and judging by his facial expressions, listens to the emerging conversation between them. Why is this even something I am doing? We have so many people, yet the stupidest job has been assigned to me as usual. Because I trust you the most, and I know you won't do anything stupid. A soft and calm voice comes from beneath the mask of one of the workers, while the others remain quiet. Trust is not as important as realizing the worker's effectiveness. I have not been able to engage a single person. Everyone I gave flyers to have already thrown them away. I've seen it. You stayed in their minds, though, right? That's more than nothing. Interesting. It seems they're trying to lure people somewhere. Advertising? Of course, our esteemed comm center employees are doing a much better job of their job than we are. But they're also much more trustworthy than some strangers. The conversation continues more quietly as their company begins to leave the corridor. Sue looks at me for a few seconds, then back at the departing people. I don't quite understand the context, but it seems to me that this information might be useful. Where are they trying to lead people to? We didn't hear anything else. 15 minutes passed and we all decided to leave the stuffy corridor. Oh my god, hello. Hello! Friends, do you want some apple juice or cookies? Oh damn, time to leave. Maybe I'm hallucinating already. Oh god. Where are we going now? Main room. Okay, so we could go to both of the rooms. Oh my god, that one was scary. We walk into the main room. A drop of paint flies past me, but ends up hitting Zoo's back with a juicy sound. This is already a lot of fun. Near the main statue, in the center of the huge room, stands a pensive and slightly sad woman. Children run past and cover her probably very expensive dress with oily paint, but she doesn't make a sound or even look at them. Looks like a great source of information. Sue looks over to where I am, and I nod approvingly. Members of the high society often have information that ordinary people don't. A good choice, Sparrow. Some all-fancy-smancy man approaches her. I think they're about to have a very, very interesting conversation. We get closer, and I turn Zoo around with his back to those two, and we turn around myself afterwards. So, time to play some very thoughtful people. Are you ready? Yes. Don't forget to write down the information. How? I don't have anything with me. All right. I'll remember everything we need. Good boy. That man looks strange. And familiar, I guess. A representative of the communications center, obviously. His uniform confirms it. There's a readable admin tag. Probably runs the local city branch of the center. Where do you see the tag? There's a special code engraved on the breast pocket of comm center employees while they're in uniform. Androids and automatic robotic assistants can read the code. Another attempt to get closer to the people? More specifically, the robot people. The official reason is to become a kind of safe sphere for androids that read an employee's personal code and realize that there will be no threat from that person specifically. You think that provides 100% security? Over the last year, crimes committed against androids are split 50% and 50% by regular humans and comm center employees respectively. Really? So 50% of them are the comm center people? That does not sound safe. Oh, that sounds weird. What it boils down to is that any human or android can become a threat. You realize that, don't you? Of course. Okay, but I'm able to protect myself. That's why I'll always be there to protect you. That's why you'll always be there to protect me, right? You and I, we will be careful. I'm gonna choose this one because Zoo will like that. He's definitely our little guard dog. Or would it be a guard cat? Right. I'm glad you understand, Sparrow. I couldn't protect you last time, so... Is there anything we can do to help you? I instantly refocus my attention to the deep male voice of the comm center employee. Zoo, clearly a disgruntled kitten, does the same but still continues to say something. But I'm no longer listening. The woman sighs heavily and smooths a crease on her dress out of nervous habit. I don't know, but you must understand my worries. You're close to the subject. My son, he's a hard worker, really. After our family went bankrupt, don't take that as something to be ashamed of. Let's just say we're not in the best financial position. Lynn tries his best to support his family, to provide for us. But he's been laid off, removed from his job because he's a bit in poor health and gets sick. A bit more often than the others. I guess that's not the most important thing, because they cut his whole department. He was so nervous that he got sick even more, and now he's so weak. So weak. I understand now. You must also understand that replacing the labor force works for the good of humanity. I understand. She sighs heavily and shifts her gaze to the statue. We are willing to provide your son with a workplace. You are? Really? Absolutely. Your son is of legal age, with experience in a team environment. What more do you need for the perfect employee? But when... Oh, wow. Hello? Hello, person? You look a little intense. Hi. Wowee. You know, there's a waiter needed at some cafe right now, a janitor at some corporation. Oh, you could also try another city, different place, different opportunities. Opportunities, so many, so many. Oh, young man, you, don't scare me like that. It's been a long time since I've seen them. Who's that? A merchant. What kind of... Strange, definitely. You know, you should keep your dirty cards away. The stranger pokes his finger into the man's chest and smiles tensely. What did you come here to do? Recruit people into your pigsty, eh? Into your dirty deeds. Calm down, please. The man smiles softly and dismisses the stranger's hand with an elegant gesture. Dirty deeds. It's rather strange to throw around such words regarding our company. The Communications Center is one of the major companies of all of humanity. Well, I mean, the entire planet. Humans and androids. I'm gonna call security now. And then I'm gonna kick you and punch you behind the garages. Asshole. The stranger clenches his hand in his fist and lunges forward. Wow, what a show. I still don't know the man's name. I don't feel threatened, but their mysteriousness doesn't inspire confidence either. Well, he's just like, I'm gonna have you thrown out, so is he running it? It says he's a merchant, though. He's just, like, not wanting anything to do with these guys. He's like, don't do your, like, your deals, your shady-ass deals here, please. Who the hell is that? A merchant? Yes. I get it. What's his name? Or hers? I don't know them. Sam. Jackson. Lizzie on even days and Michael on odd days. Wait, didn't we hear about this person before? Wait. Wasn't the same person at the carnival because they said that they went by several different names? Is that the same guy? I thought he looked different. Oh my gosh, it's the same guy, isn't it? What? Oh, that weirdo from the festival? It is him! Memories of the obscure festival comes back to me and I wince immediately. They're alive. Though, he's alive. She's alive. Great. They helped us when you passed out. Oh? Wow, so they're good? Nice. Young man, stop yelling. This is a formal event, not a bar for dysfunctional people. I love... It's Finn! That's the name! That was the name I was trying to remember. Finn! I love Finn. I love Finn. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you, baby. Okay. Listen, you. You're not even your... Why are you all so stupid in this town, in this world? Calm down. You deal with the consequences later, alright? But I advise you to go find your son, boy, another job. Angrily, Finn pushes the comm center rep aside and rushes towards us, but looks under his feet and BAM! He crashes into me. What's wrong with this place? You're all here. Oh, hello. All of Finn's former smiling personality from the festival is long gone. Annoyed and aggressive, he crosses his arms and glares at us. Zoo and Finn exchange strange looks. Zoo is clearly not happy about the confrontation that happened. And Finn is, well, he's just plain pissed off. You're pissing me off. Stop acting like an embittered dog every time someone breathes in the direction of your cutie baby pie or whatever. I can tell you're more like an embittered dog at this point. What's happened to you? Do you even know? What kind of disgraceful expedition is this? Everyone walking around recruiting each other. Then what? What does everyone... Ugh! What do you mean? Your information could be very useful. You even saw it, didn't you? That asshole from the comm center was trying to... Well, give that woman's son a job. Is it wrong to help people? Zoo looks at Finn confusedly, head tilting slightly to the side. Well, yeah. Like, do you even know how things work there? Oh, well, deal with it yourself. Do you have any idea how much extra work you all have brought me? They're all assholes. Why did I even come here? Okay, no, I understand, but calm down, please. Yeah, breathe, Finn. Breathe. He is so stressed out right now. Breathe, Finn, baby. Breathe. Let's change the subject. Nice suit you have there. The dress code was white, a violation of the overall atmosphere, but the outfit is definitely beautiful. It's white! Finn sighs heavily, then dramatically presses the back of his palm to his forehead. Trans-universe white fabric made from the wool of fibers of an anti-black sheep's wool. Basically, anti-black sheep means white sheep, so technically it's white, right? I smile as if talking to a mentally unstable patient. No, it's an anti-black sheep, but the fabric is white. Anyway, get out of here. You spies or whatever you are, playing cool secret agents like little children. I really hope you'll clean up this mess because it's bothering me. Bye-bye. Finn, are you okay, honey? Finn walks away angrily in an unknown direction. If there was a door in his way, he'd definitely slam it. Trans-universal white fabric? It doesn't exist. Then what is his suit made of? I couldn't identify the fabric. I see. Oh no, the creepy guy's back. Hello, do you need any help? Ah! No, thank you. I quickly run away with Zoo. Where are we going? The new information didn't help us much. We decide to leave the main rooms and head to the rest area. A sort of safe zone where no one seems to be throwing paint and even be quiet. Zoo kept listening and examining everything like a scanner, and I did the same, but a little more tensely than before. Who knew there'd be so many couples and people meeting here? Zoo had obviously deducted that we should act like them too, so for the last 10 minutes he's been staying close to me, holding my hand and not letting me pull away. I don't think he's acting. I think that's just natural Zoo, okay? Where have we been? That is natural Zoo. He's just... he just wants to be close to us. He's not acting. That's his natural... That's his naturalness. I only pulled him closer, tighter, feeling a bit possessive today. I enjoyed this affection immensely. Or quietly. I felt awkward. We should be inconspicuous. No. I'm glad he was feeling more open lately. I kind of like all of them. Okay, well, I don't like that one. We're not feeling awkward. I enjoyed this affection quietly. Okay, we're busy, so we're gonna enjoy his affection. The longer we walked around the museum, the more interesting things we noticed. For example, it was common to see members of the FC among the crowd, even though there were security guards hired for the expedition, like the one provided by the museum. For some reason, the FC were still present at the event. I wonder if Zivel was here too. Probably not. They're busy in the office, but who knows? Apparently, the FC was assigned by the state to keep the overall situation under control. Zivel mentioned that. The situation isn't the calmest right now, and a group of FC is sent to every mass event. It's a little uncomfortable. It's like I'm at some super secret hangout instead of a regular museum event. Regular? It seems that an exhibit of this nature isn't considered ordinary at the moment. We passed by a couple of FCs who are standing in the corner of the seating area, quietly monitoring the event, occasionally exchanging small talk. There's a weird beggar walking around in Hall B with flyers. Have you seen her? Seems close with two of the workers. Yes, she even came up to me. That was something about joining the House of Help, as she worded it. Sounds like a cult. Don't take anything from the hands of strangers, especially now. Should we call some help? I'm not 5 years old, but thanks for your concern, Way. You're welcome, Maria. But I'm serious. Some bad stuff happens right now. Akovi told us to be ready for any non-planned event. The male FC is humming some mofi to himself thoughtfully after finished talking. Flipping through something on his alert device, he sighs. There's some unspoken tension. The girl continues to look around. Max tells me that the paint has caused some people to faint. Some have already been taken to the hospital. The cold-looking girl speaks suddenly. It's clear from her facial expression and her words that she's worried about people. Did they do this event and not even get, like, non-toxic paint? Oh my god. Guys, how hard is it to read the labels? Oh no. Well, apparently Zoo had every right to be worried about us with the fumes. Really? The guy looks at her thoughtfully and then mirrors the same sigh. I need to tell my sister to be careful. She's on security in Hall B right now, and I don't want her inhaling that weird paint too. Whose idea was this anyway? The organizers can be praised for striving to do something interesting, but safety should always come first. My brother's in Hall B too. They're kind of on security there together. Will you text them too to come out for some fresh air more often? I don't like this whole thing. It's too weird an atmosphere. Sure. Don't worry. They're very careful. We both know that. Information finds us on its own. It's hardly useful for our mission, of course, but it's better than nothing. Paint poisoning, then. Hooray! Safety engineering at its finest. I don't think you should go back to the paint area, Sparrow. I'm very, let's say, confused and worried. Zoo gently nudges me towards a soft couch and helps me sit down, then sits down next to me and clings to me like an affectionate cat. My thoughts are unfortunately preoccupied with anxiety and ruminations about gathering information. But I accept his gesture of concern and bury my nose into his hair. My eyes slowly survey the spacious and clean room of the rest area, while my lips rest against the top of Zoo's head in some semblance of a comforting kiss. Looking around, until they run into the gaze of some tall and muscular woman sitting next to a frail and frazzled young girl not looking older than 21. I ouch. Which causes Zoo to instantly look up and notice the source of my surprise. He straightens up and looks towards the woman with defiance, waiting for her next move. Come over here, please. Sparrow, Zoo, right? Wow, something interesting. Right. Do you need something? Yes, I'd like to talk to you for a moment. I look at her curiously and notice her unfocused gaze. Was she? It's a rare thing to actually meet a blind person nowadays. People usually use implants and prosthetics to deal with such things. She's blind. You're right. Thank you for reading my thoughts. I hope it's not a rude thing to ask. Oh, okay, that's hard to read there. Sherman? Charmin. Okay. It's alright. Uncorrected blindness is not so common these days. Many diseases, many ailments, are now easily corrected with prosthetics, implants, and the latest microsurgery technology. I have my own reasons for not resorting to such methods. Don't get me wrong, those in need have a right to receive treatment, but for people of my level, pardon the wording, it's better to do without the extra tracking. She's cute. Charmaine. Charmaine, okay. At least through implants from the communication center, I can't claim to be 100% right, but I have this feeling. Oh, wait. You must not quite understand what's going on. Zivil told me about you being here. I'd like to keep the details to myself, not to be rude or disrespectful. At this point, I don't think there's any point in getting to know each other better. She fixes the hair on her bangs and stands up carefully, shifting in her uncomfortable dress, which apparently she was forced to wear. I received the information you sent off to Zivil during the day. It seems there is something going on behind the scenes that is carelessly hidden from us. One increased movement and all secrets will be uncovered without any issues followed. The spiders are weaving webs, but now it's completely mixed and tangled. Now even they don't know which of them is coming forward for what, or what their goals are. Charmin shrugged her shoulders and shook her head. We'll be going. You should leave as well. The situation is rather volatile. I think you and I will meet very, very soon. We're working on the same team now. Minutes go long, as if each person attending this event actually has their own secret motives over than just contemplating art. Yeah, everybody's like showing up to do like secret meetings. This is crazy. It's quite interesting to see everyone swarming around and trying to hide their intentions. We do the same thing. It really is interesting. We decided to take a small stroll around before actually leaving the place. It was quite easy to get lost in the dubious piece of architectural art, but thankfully Zoo's perfect memory, he helped us get closer to the exit. Well, until I begged him to visit some very interesting art house darkroom. The Brain reads the sign at the entrance. The doors were thick and dense, as if it contained some creepy creature. However, when we entered it, we realized it was designed to be completely isolated from the outside world. The room was marvelous, completely dark with only a few blue and green lanterns standing around the perimeter. There were only a few people here, but due to the size of the room, we hardly saw them. Taking a seat on a bench in the corner to rest, Zoo and I leaned against each other, closing our eyes. It's been a very long day. A long week. A long year. A long everything. I'm just a little tired. And you're tired again, Sparrow. That's the way we humans are. Tired from time to time. I smile crookedly as Zoo gently pats my forehead with his forehead and makes a robotic purring sound. My favorite sound ever. And I just melt. I could fall asleep that way. Gotta get out of here. Though the strain of the day will keep me awake. I lean back on the bench and yawn a long yawn, but immediately choke on my own saliva when I feel a firm hand on my thigh. What are you doing? I know a few ways to relieve tension. Unfortunately, many of them involve bad habits such as smoking, but there are some that won't hurt you at all. And what does relieving tension have to do with you touching me? I look up at Zoo interestedly, his bright eyes stare into mine in return, not giving me the chance to look away. One natural way is sexual release. People prefer to resort to this method in the darkness of their room, so I figured it was feasible at this point. The room is dark enough. Zoo! Zoo! Baby, we've never took that kind of step with you. Is that what he was trying to do in the bath last night? To release our stress that way? Boy, we are in public. We may be in a dark room, but we are in public. And our place is fairly inconspicuous to others. Excuse me. My mouth just opens involuntarily as I gawk at Zoo. Where did he even read that? Wow. Well, what do you mean, Though I know sex in a public place is frowned upon, and even criminalized in many countries, so I understand your reaction. Forgive me if I was rude. Then we can reschedule it for our homecoming, What do you think about that? I don't think anything about it. I don't think anything at all. And we're are we a couple? I mean, only couples do that. Usually. Sometimes. I think we're close enough to be considered a couple to make, as I say, love. Your body responds positively to my touch. Am I wrong? He asked sincerely, as if he's just talking about the weather. When did he even have time to read about that? I don't know. Are you suggesting us to start dating? By all accounts, we've been dating for years. Isn't that right? But I admit we've never made it official. Would you like me to make a mailing to all your friends and family that we're officially dating? So, don't stop. He strokes my thigh affectionately. And yes, hell yes, my body does react quite vividly to his touch. I'd like the start of our relationship to happen sometime vividly, but okay, we could do it in a couple seconds and some weird... Wait, hang on, I gotta read this again. I'd like the start of our relationship to happen sometime vividly, but okay, we can do it in a couple seconds in some weird dark room in a museum on a bench. Interesting adventures I'm having. Yeah, we're dating. You can say that to everyone now, but, let's postpone our, you got it, right? Later! Let's follow your way of relaxing at home, okay? He shone like the sun itself, his eyes seeming to grow brighter in the darkness. Oh my god, we're officially dating now, but holy crap, Zoo, what kind of confessional is that? He was just like, let's lower your tension by doing some sexual acts right here in the middle of a public space because it's dark. How about that? Zoo, child, lovely, love of our life. Oh my god. Well, I guess we're gonna have fun at home later. He is so happy. Of course, in my spare time, I've read enough literature and watched enough videos to help you relax as much as possible. He has been reading and watching porn. So... Oh, wow. Thank you for telling me it. It sounds sarcastic, but, it is embarrassing. But I'm happy he spent some time searching something that could help me feel better. Can you help me with that? Not that. Oh my god. Oh my god, there is not safe for work. There is not safe for work in this game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm fine. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, look at that. We've already spent a full hour here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is interesting. I Okay, I wouldn't be able to show any not safe for work here, but I can still record it and post it to you know where. For everybody. But, oh my gosh, we're gonna pick up with this in the future. Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna stop here. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I will see you guys next time. If you want to keep up with these adventures with me, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We have started the year at 900 chickadees strong. That is amazing. We are so close to it hitting the 4 digits. I'm excited to see how our community grows over the next year. And oh my gosh. Okay. As always, a link to the game is going to be down in the comments, and I will see all you chickadees next time. Bye.